What is going on? We're back at HQ. Today we're gonna do some deadlifts. We're gonna top single at like a 7, and then some pause back off work. Now, pause back off work is prescribed kind of cool because it's just a percentage and an RPE. So I don't know how many reps I'm gonna do. I don't know how many times I'm gonna pause that bar. We're gonna do some pause deadlifts around a 7. The shoulder's been weird. It's the first time I'm kind of talking about this publicly, but about 3 weeks ago, my shoulder just kind of stopped working. And I have no explanation for it. There's very little or no pain. And basically, when I went to press, it just started flying out of position and I was missing like 70%. Like things that should have been easy sets of 4, I was just missing. So basically the last 3 weeks, I've been dialing my bench way back and now slowly starting to work it back up. So it's been the same kind of process as if I was in a lot of pain, despite there being no pain. It was really weird because of the lack of pain. I feel like I can work through injuries. I've worked through a million injuries, but working through this weird, like, oh, my shoulder just isn't gonna hold position thing has been really strange and stressful. Let's do it. I also forgot to mention, we are like less than 1 week, maybe a little more than 1 week out from nationals, and like 5 weeks out from Worlds. So training's getting pretty intense right now. So in regards to the shoulder thing, I had a chat with my buddy, Dr. Seth Albersworth, and basically, I mean, the thing that's most important is just like lifting below that threshold where it goes wonky on me. But I've also got a bunch of these weird little exercises I've been doing. And I know, traditionally, that would be something I'd be like, oh, that's useless. I'm not gonna do that, rally against it, whatever. But this isn't a pain thing. If it was a pain thing, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, just bench. Bench is the rehab. But this is one of those things that I don't really understand. And I feel like more movement is maybe better. So I've been doing a lot of close grip work, board presses, which I'll do today. And basically whatever I can do to try to get that shoulder moving around a bit. So I've been doing these, I've been doing like scap pull downs or pull-ups and then scap push-ups. So I don't know, just trying to move it around. We'll see how it goes today. Back on them kilo plates today. I don't think there's actually a real big difference, especially with a stiff bar, between pound plates and kilo plates, but I'm not gonna take any chances, you know?
Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Weather. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Oh God, now they all look jealous. Brand new drip, hope they all got umbrellas. Y'all don't fit in, call them all Cinderellas. And I heard your last shit, dog, you can do better. You ain't got shit on me, homie, that's facts. I just bought a new crib, I buy another for the tax. We ain't in the same league, we ain't in the same bracket. I ain't made a joint yet, they already know it's slaps. Now I need the dollars. Got a new girl and she look like Madonna. Found a new flow and it's hot like the sauna. Buying these stocks, I don't care about designer. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. With the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous.
Honestly, that pull made me nervous as hell. Yeah, I needed that to go well. I like kind of flipped this like mental switch yesterday where I was like, fuck it. Like I'm going all in. I'm not gonna like just whine about not being where I wanna be anymore. And today was the first day coming in with like what I thought was like a way better attitude. So I'm like, it's gonna hurt if I go in like all jazzed up and go to pull this and it just sucks. So I'm really glad that it went well. All right, so I don't know how much of that conversation with Danny you caught or that Dylan's gonna actually use in the video, but I needed that to go well, and it did. So that was 350. That's about what I would expect to kind of pull at that RPE, that intensity, so it keeps me pretty much right on track. And now I'm gonna do my back off paused work. So I wanted to take a quick second here and show you some of the Calgary Barbell app. And one of the cool functions with it is that if I had taken that, and you can see here, I logged it as a 7.5. It was supposed to be a 7. So that's gonna automatically adjust my max. And then if I use this little button here, it's gonna recalculate my max. So the next time I come back to do that exercise, or if I have back off sets based on that, they're automatically adjusted. The other really cool thing is I can go in here and upload a video of it right onto the set. So if I'm looking back and I want to try to reference specifically which sets looked which way, the third of 4 sets was better than that, you know what I mean? You can pull back to exactly the set you want really, really easily without having to try to label them and taking up a bunch of phone storage. As usual, we got 34 programs in there now. It's got access to the Discord. We do our form checks, all that kind of stuff. We got a huge giveaway going on till the end of the month, giving away bells of steel rack and bar and plates, Obsidian stuff, elemental formulation stuff, Appleton coffee stuff. And all you got to do is, be a member of the app and you can get in on that action. Plus, I'll be done soon, but there's a lot here. Plus, if you use the code 1 year, because it's our 1 year anniversary, yay us, congratulations everybody, you'll get 30% off the monthly price. And because yearly is already a discount off the monthly, it's 50% off if you use the yearly and you use code 1 year. Anyways, that's my shameless plug for the day. Support us if you like it, check it out. It really does help support the channel. It helped us build HQ. So lots more good coming at you. Let's see how these friggin' 12s on 2 board go.
You know back down sets?
Oh yeah, I gotta do pause deadlifts first.
What the hell? I know you're training better than you do.
Well, it's a good thing I've got it all logged here in the Calgary Barbell training app to tell me that I have to do some pause deadlifts. Look at that right there, 4 sets of 290.
How did you miss it?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Should have been checking my app.
The bar raising, we keep moving it up. Ain't no surprises here, they knew it was us. Apologies if I was doing too much, but I always came through in the clutch. I got faith restored, why you pushing the brakes? I ain't full of myself, boy, I'm full of mistakes. I came from humble and roots, I'm here to stand and deliver. Had no one gassing me up, except the man in the mirror.
So, right now, I feel like I'm at this kind of weird intersection of being very much at the end of a peak, but also at the beginning of a peak. And I don't know that I've experienced anything like this in my competitive career before. The closest thing would probably be competing at nationals and then a week later doing the deadlift only at the Arnold, but that's not really the same thing because I've been peaking for or training for nationals now for three or 4 weeks and kind of trying to get my mind set and my lifting, my abilities ramped up for that. But at the same time, trying to hold back because I know 4 weeks after that, I got to compete at Worlds. So it's this really weird kind of intersection of feeling like beat up, like looking forward to the other side of the meet and, like what comes after and what comes next, but then also knowing, shit, I know what comes next and it's bigger and badder. So I don't even know if I have a point with this, but it is just kind of a weird, taper take me, but also the taper is my washout week so that I can peak for another competition. So we'll see. I'm hoping I don't have to extend too hard at nationals. And I wonder, as I was checking out some of the competition today and realizing there's some strong dudes competing at nationals, wondering if my ego will allow me to, maybe make a smarter play at nationals, but not win in order to have something better for Worlds. And I don't know what decision I would make. So it'd be an interesting time in powerlifting for me. Also, my shoulder's been like wildly unpredictable. I was benching 130 kilos the other day for close grip singles. And, normally probably be benching around 177, 180. So really hoping that comes back in time. But I don't know, we'll see. Like I was telling Danny after my deadlift, I've had to kind of change my mindset about all this stuff since the shoulder. I was really feeling sorry for myself about the shoulder. I was really feeling beat up and beat down, and I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want to be anybody's role model because I didn't feel like I should be. I felt like I was handling it really poorly. I was like throwing my belt around and slamming the bar around and just being a big baby about it. But I think sometimes, like, you got to feel your feelings, you know? You got to be in your feels a little bit. But I had a bit of a shift in my mindset, and I'm feeling much more motivated and excited and hungry to do the work and do things right to bring the absolute best that I can, and to even maybe go above and beyond and do some extra stuff. I'm going to talk to Mike on Friday about getting some extra stimulus in, like this last little while. If I have to train all week at nationals, I'll do it. You know what I mean? If I have to, I don't know, move to like 5 days a week or 6 days a week or 2 days, I'm ready to do that. If that's not just a stupid idea.
Top of my game, looking down at the rafters. I had to son these boys, can't leave them bastards. A lot of dudes, just some undercover actress. I don't fall for it, I'm privy to all your tactics. Yeah, so try again, this time take a vitamin.
Danny's over here out benching me. Pretty sure my dog would out bench me right now. But those 2 board 12s today went a little bit better than the last time I did 12s. So I think we're headed in the right direction, at least with the shoulder. Like, I don't even really know. With 12s, it definitely seems like it's an endurance thing of holding that position and trying not to end up protracting too much to the point where I can't lock out. So the 2 board helps because the most, not vulnerable, but the hardest position for me to hold in is the bottom. So I am doing 2 board and full range motion work. But yeah, I think today was a bit of a success. It's, I started around 107, got a couple sets there before I had to bring it down. Went down to 75, up to 90, up to 100. That's the thing with this stuff, is it's kind of all over the place. It'll start to fatigue. I'll pull the weight down. I'll start feeling good. I'll be able to work back up a little bit. So it's just trying to find where that threshold is and work somewhere below it. And it certainly seems like it's an endurance thing. The 12s are hard to keep my shit in position, but yeah, I think we're headed in the right direction with it. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm hoping to go to nationals and it's oh, hey, I feel great. But at the same time, I'm kind of preparing myself to bench 140. So who knows? We'll see. We'll see on the day. We're gonna do some cable rows, and then that's it for today.